Hello, and welcome to that Double D team. It's your boy DIGA, and this is my top 10 favorite comedy films all time. Now, there's a lot of movies that should have been in there, but it's top 10. I can't fit them all in there. These aren't in any kind of order. I'm just letting you know, I'm just dropping these 10. Alright, my boy JD, my boy D, they did their versions, but you obviously know this is where it's at. Don't forget.
Good thing it's a comedy list, mate. That was jokes.
Fuck you. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that. Starting the list off, number 10, The Other Guys. Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg. Will Ferrell's a comedian. Mark Wahlberg is, I would say, an action act star or some shit, but he's actually funny as fuck. And this is probably one of the funniest movies that came out of nowhere. I didn't expect it to be a big hit as what it was. It's two cops. They're not the top elite cops. Would you say they're like the? Well, no, because Mark Wahlberg, his character is a good cop, but he just made a bad decision at one point. And Will Ferrell's cop, well,
desk.
Yeah, he's a desk jockey. You know, he has a desk pop. You know, but
they have it in the intro to the film, and like they're the hero guys.
Yeah.
Then in the middle management.
Then there's the other guys. And it's just those two guys there, and they basically are the other guys who turn out to be the top cops at the end of it. The Rock was in it. Samuel L. Jackson.
That's what was joke.
Yeah, because they were the top cops at the beginning, and it was their ego that got them killed. Like aim for the bushes.
That's right. Like two Hollywood A-class stars that you literally
killed off within the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Then replace them with the other guys.
That was the funniest shit.
But I'm not sure when this was released, but I think Mark Wahlberg's little cameo in Date Night with Tina Fey, Steve Carell, little comedic role. Yeah. I remember I'm like, you're not bad in this.
You know what? I think that was after.
Was it after?
Yeah.
Because it's similar to like Tatum.
Yeah, because he just comes in and just drops a little couple bars, and you think like, hold on, maybe you can do this
nowadays as well.
Yeah.
The remote.
Yeah, that was unexpected joke.
These big, mostly action stars that can also do it. Some comedy.
John Cena-ish, because there's one movie where his sisters, where I thought he was actually kind of funny in the way he had like a straight face the whole movie, but it was the funniest shit ever. But moving on, that was my number 10. The Other Guys. Number 9 is There's Something About Mary. Ben Stiller's, this is probably like the first Ben Stiller movie I ever watched, and I thought it was hilarious. Cameron Diaz. I think I was in love with her then, just like everybody in the movie was. 97, 98, I think I watched it. 96, 97, around them times, and I thought it was the funniest shit ever. You know, just can't go out with a loaded gun, and he goes in the bathroom, lets one off, and shit, like can't find it. He goes out.
About the Franks.
You know, Frank and Baines. I brought him a ball. What ball?
Ball here?
I'll knock you the ball. That shit was hilarious. And like, she had the hair just sticking up like that, and yeah, there was so many angles. What's the boy's name? Wiganowski, and he breaks out to hives, and he think about Mary again, and he's there with all her pumps, and Brett Favre was in it, random. Can you sign these pumps? And like, yo, it was weird. It was a lot of random shit going on, but it was dope. You know what? Now I think it was another movie that could have made my list, but didn't. I'm not even gonna say it because they probably gonna try and change their list up now. You know how to get down, right? But fuck it. Moving on. Number 8, Mafia. This is a low-key movie. This was a spoof of about every single Mafia movie there was. From Casino, Goodfellas, Godfather, basically any Scorsese film ever made at that point was taken and put into that movie. It was angles from... It's a 96 classic to me, anyway. But, it's the spoof, all spoofs of Mafia movies. Anything you could think of, it was there. I say check it out. That's a classic. A friend of mine he actually reminded me of the movie probably like 3 years ago. He's like, yo, you ever seen that movie? He started breaking it down. He didn't know the name. I was like, Mafia? He's like, yo, that's it. And I'm thinking I'm the only person who's ever seen that movie before, and he actually knows about it. So that's big. That's really dope. For my number 8. Moving on. Number 7. Another classic. Growing up. High School High. Now, people look at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. But when you watch the movie, you've actually seen it before, like the scenes of it. It's another spoof of all those high school movies, you know, like Lean on Me and shit like that, like all
Dangerous
those
Minds.
Yeah, Dangerous Minds. It's a spoof of all those classic high school movies where the teacher's trying to reach out and get the kids to understand and learn and do better. I think
My Captain.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's before Dead Poet Society. I've never actually seen it before, but I think it's before it. But Dangerous Minds, what's another old school? Yeah, but it's a spoof of all those old, Lean on Me and all that. And it was very funny. Mekhi Phifer played in it. He's like probably the big, I can't remember the main character's name, but he had actually like a TV show back in the day as a cartoon character, and he was doing shit back in the 90s. I can't remember his name because I'm bad with fucking names. I'm surprised.
I'm trying to think the name of the teacher, man, but I can't think of his name.
Mr. Hope?
What, the real actor's name?
Oh yeah, yeah. But in the show's name, in the movie's name, Mr. Hope. I remember that.
Popped up on a Friends episode one time. Like, on a date with Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah. He was in Coneheads. He's as the dentist.
Like a comedic legend on the scene,
he is.
To be honest,
now I think about it now, he is.
No key roles.
But I can't remember his name. Man.
I'm thinking John Leguizamo, but it's not.
Nah, it's not him.
No.
I remember his name. I don't want to pause it and pop off like I actually knew his name. Like, oh yeah, that's his name. But nah, I can't remember it. But yeah, High School High. That was a dope movie. Spoofs galore. Had the Hot Wheel track and the guy's braids going around in circles. That's what I remember back in the day. But just moving on. It's my number 7. My number 6. Friday 3. That's next Friday. Friday after next. That they brought in Terry Crews, Money Mike, Cat Williams. He popped off in there. I think that's where he got his breakout role. First time he's been on camera, because other than that, he's been doing stand-up Def Comedy Jam. But Ice Cube, shout out to him. He brought another comedic legend out, and he's doing things with that. It's actually a Christmas movie. Think about it. It's a Christmas movie. They got robbed like the day before Christmas. They gotta get that money up. Yeah. Ricky Smiley popped up in it. It was a lot. Pops, and this time they were really doing it. No Smokey. We all thought that Smokey was gonna come back for the 3rd one, but there's rumors of a next one coming out. Don't know how true that is, but it's true.
The last Friday.
The last Friday of the month. So yeah, that'll be dope. But Friday 3 was dope. Yeah, it's a joke and holy moly donut shop. He like, I know what y'all out here doing. Y'all selling pussy for the Lord, ain't you? Like, you can't talk to some old that lady like that. Oh, who are you talking? Like, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Like, that was a big scene. And
Burr's barbecue tastes so good.
They gonna slap your mama. Hey, mama, what you want? She's like, oh shit.
She broke down in the stage.
Yo, like she was fucked after a while. He's like, why you move so fast around mama for like that? She always flinching and shit now. But yeah, that was a dope one. Obviously 2 and 1 are classics. But I actually watched 2 recently and caught so much joke off. I was like, yeah, I like this one. Let me watch the 3rd one again. And I haven't watched the 3rd one recently, but I remember it just being this joke. I remember Cat Williams talking about, speaking of roaches, where was your antennas when they was in there robbing my shit? I'm tired of you. You are dismissed. You like,
got to keep it nice and easy on this bitch.
Nice and easy, bitch. And then he's like, we had a little party tonight. You can pop around. Let me check my Palm Pilot. Like just the little things that Cap did in that movie, like that people still use to this day. Like me, I still every once in a while get a little pimp giggle and all that. But moving on.
I am a boy.
I am a boy, Damon. Yeah, that was joke. I like my wet squirmy. They threw the water on it like, what did you pee on me? He like, ooh, he grip up. Like the Matrix. But yeah, I suggest everybody go out and watch Friday 3, Friday After Next. It was joke. But moving on from my number 6 to number 5. Last I did number 5. Put 10 fingers up. That's the week. Number 5. Harlem Nights. Classic. You got Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy played in it. Red Fox. What's the black woman name from Touched by a Ninja, the big bitch? You got her in it. You got everybody. The little kid who played Trey in Boys in the Hood, he was in it. You got everybody was in it. Arsenio Hall was in it. Recently I found out AJ Johnson, Ezell from Friday the Crackhead, his dad played in Harlem Nights as the dude with the gun, where they were shooting the gun, and his dad's like, pop, pop. He's like, stop with that little ass gun. Like, that was his dad. So a lot of people started in that movie. That's a early classic from the 80s. It was dope. Legendary movie. I'm actually gonna watch that again. I'm gonna go see if it's on Sky when I get in after Gods of War. But yeah, moving on. That was a classic movie right there. Number 5, Harlem Nights. Moving on to number 4. Remember, these movies are not in any kind of order. I'm just dropping classics. You know, just bang, bang, bang. Hold those. Anyway, moving on. Number 4, Friday, the first one. The reason I put this one in there because it had classic characters as Chris Tucker. I heard he'll never do that role ever again because he changed his life around and he doesn't want to go back to playing that kind of character, which I understand, but that character also made him a legend. As well as doing the stand-up, I think playing Smokey in Friday made him a legend. You got Craig, when Craig got fired for stealing boxes. What the fuck you stealing boxes for? Trying to build a clubhouse? No, you ain't going like that. Hell no. But, you know,
you gonna get high today.
He gonna get high today. They smoked up Big Worm's weed. And Big Worm was like, he gonna kill him and him.
I don't think you gonna sell smoking.
How much you got? Need a couple 20 around the corner. He's like, 1, 2, 3. Flip the money over, start counting like this. He's like, man, that's $100. Stop playing with me. But classic moments. As I said, Ezell, the crackhead, he was probably the funniest character on the whole movie. I heard that behind the scenes, his character was only supposed to ask. Anytime the camera was on him, his only line was to ask for $2. So everything else y'all see in Friday, he ad-libbed all that. He over here taking a shit. And my back, my neck and my back, like, all that's ad-libbed. And I thought that was dope when I heard that, because that was classic shit. 1,000. But we're out of court right now for $20. Man, get your ass up off the floor. It ain't even wet over here. You know what you get for sitting on the stove?
Gary Gray, he played the
Gary Gray. F. Gary Gray. I still know what the F stands for. But yeah, F. Gary Gray. Straight out of Compton. But yeah. Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Everyone's saying that recently. Yeah, I found it came from straight out of Compton. But it originated in Friday, goddammit. Nia Long. Woo! Remember Nia? What about Miss Parker? Miss Parker. Yeah. Bernie Mac. He was the creepy preacher guy. You had Stan, the next door neighbor, Charlie, Stanley, with the nice cut lawn and the little Porsche, with his asshole like, can you get off the grass, please? Thank you. Watching to make sure he got off his grass. Yeah, don't forget the OG Debo. Now I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. I'm from an era where I only know Debo as being Debo. Like my brothers and my older cousins, they know him as being Zeus from WWF. Like I don't know that era. You know, I keep it real with you.
Remember it, but
I don't remember that.
His main role, key role, iconic role, Debo.
You know what I mean? And Master P guy, I mean, I got the hookup and extra characters and shit like that. But
going at your head like Craig did.
Debo, man.
Fifth Element as well.
Say again?
Fifth Element was in.
Oh yeah, he was like the president or some shit. Yeah. You know, he tried to say Fifth Element was supposed to be like a Star Trek, like a next version of Star Trek or some shit, which I did not see it. You know.
randomly, like I was saying, caught Dark Knight Rises last night. In that, he's the prisoner on the boat that's about to be blown up with the choice, and he's the one that throws it out the window. Debo.
Oh yeah. Come a long way, my G. Cool. Zeus. They come a long way, G. But yeah, remember when Debo took Red's bike? And he's like, what bike? The beach cruiser. Won't let you borrow. Oh yeah, homie, I ain't know. It's right over here. And he's like, yeah, it's like it's both our bikes. You just keep it at my house. And then Debo hit with that uppercut. That's my bike, punk. Like he flew. And he hit the ground. And that guy came out the car. I can't remember his name, but he's also a comedian too. Like, what's this old man? Huh? No. Get up off your ass and stop messing with these people. That was the funniest shit.
Michael comes in that scene as well,
yeah, he was playing dice. Michael, R.I.P. Like, a lot of legendary people was in this movie. I forgot all about that, man. Boom.
You did rewatch the trilogy.
Yeah, definitely need to rewatch the trilogy. But yeah, that was a classic moment. Friday. I remember the first time I watched it at my cousin's house. I was young, 3rd grade, I think, 8 years old. Couldn't stop laughing. Couldn't stop, and I was like trying to hold it in, and she looked at me like, you know, you can't laugh, motherfucker, because I was in my big cousin's room and I didn't want to, all that type of shit. Anyway, moving on to my number 3. I recently watched this movie. Your sister, gave me the DVD. Yo, I caught so much joke off of this one. All About the Benjamins, Mike Epps, Ice Cube. Like I think they work really good together. Like they have like a good chemistry. From The Second Friday to like any other flick they do together, they have a good chemistry. And this right here was a perfect example of it. Got a bounty hunter, Ice Cube, and a conman, criminal on his luck, out of luck type shit, Mike Epps, and they 35, 47, 45, 37. 45, 37. Come on now, what you want? It's the white around your lip. Yeah, there's a lot of classic moments in that movie. I'm actually gonna watch that recently. I'm gonna watch it again. But movie's dope. Who else played Eva Mendes? She popped up in a lot of conversations we had recently. She popped up in a lot of them. Training Day, Other Guys, Pimps Don't Cry. That was a dope one. But yeah, she held her own in this one.
Our hairline like that.
Bloom, 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 bloom. Classic. Booker, where's my ticket? Where's my ticket? Yeah. There was a lot of dope moments in that. Ice Cube even had the braids and the going with the whole Miami flex with the jersey and shit like that. When I used to live in Miami, that's how you see a lot of motherfuckers rolling around with basketball jerseys on, and it's a hot place, so why not? Kind of got the good environment feeling from the movie. Makes me want to go back to Miami watching it every time. So I minimize on watching it, but still a good movie. Moving on. My number 2, Booty Call. This movie's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I can say every bar for bar of that whole movie. I had it on tape, VHS, back in the day, and I watched it so many times from 2000 to 2001 that I knew every motherfucking word. And I think Jamie Foxx was a fucking comedian, like a comedy legend from that movie alone. Just him coming in with the motherfucker look like Predator. He got like the little tight little twist on his head. And he got the little spandex shirt, like the funky orange with the, I don't know, mustard colored pants or some shit like that. And he's like, we need to move to a different spot. I'm tired of hooking up with chicks under muted light. And at this time, I didn't know what he meant by muted light until as I got older and started meeting chicks under muted light. Just a good on the dance floor, take her home, and a fucking sea donkey hops into your car, like shit like that.
End of the night, the nightclub, the lights come on.
Man, you remember when it taught me a lot about sex and shit like that. We was talking about getting the glad wrap. I still know what the fuck the glad wrap was about, but he wrapped his whole goddamn self in it and damn near choked, and she had to go save him. And then he's like, who would do something like this? Next you know, Jamie Foxx busts in the room with the same exact. He got further along. He was down by his legs and he was like this, and he fell over and he's like, his brother's like, what? And the girl popped it and he was like, motherfucker, was you waiting for me to turn into a butterfly? Like, that was the funniest shit ever. And she was like, I told you to be right back. What do you think you was gonna spoil? Like, my guy, like, ooh, I want to hit no woman. But the shit was dope. I advise you watch that too. It's a classic. I watched it recently, so.
How to Be a Player too.
That's a class. That's an honorable mention. I should drop honorable mentions, but I ain't gonna do it.
In the 90s though, bro, you had that.
Yeah.
Your number one, How to Be a Player.
How to Be a Player.
Cash Money, Money Train.
Money Train. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
There was a lot of big movies back in the day. But that was my number 2. Jamie Foxx and Tommy Davidson in Booty Call. Vivica Fox co-starred in too. I can't remember the other woman's name. Tamika, some shit like that. But moving on. Number 1, classic. I'm pretty sure everybody can spit a bar from this movie. Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice in the hood.
Don't be a menace in South Central while they drink your juice in the hood.
I just know it's Don't Be a Menace. When you get the whole, even though it's the title of the things like 3 fucking words long type shit, like classic. Another Wayne's brother. I think it's like the second Wayne movie they did after I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. That was the first one, and the second one was Don't Be a Menace. And this one kind of based it around Marlon and Sean, because they were like the up and coming Waynes, and everybody was in it. Only person I didn't see in it was probably Damon. But everybody was in it, from the nephew Waynes, from Keenan's sons, to everybody was in it. Crazy Legs, the little paralyzed dude in the wheelchair. He wanted to dance like MC Hammer. You got Preach. He was just confused.
Don't ask no question.
Yeah, that's another one too. When he went to the church, the pastor, he was the con man. Clutch people on the side.
Excuse
All
me,
right.
my black queen. Did you go tap that milk of magnesium
Take
on the
that
show?
white woman right there. Like, when the devil made you, he broke them all. Wanna come back to mine and have a little jungle fever? Yeah. Oh, we can't forget, what's his name? What's his, Teardrops. Goddamn. Goddamn.
You ever been, I ain't afraid. Take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
I ain't afraid to fuck
toothpick.
Toothpick. Whoa. This nigga tripping. You on your own.
You know, be in prison with a man with a substance.
We're not cracking the man's ass. Nah, I'm playing. That's jokes. Nigga deal.
Phone check.
Yo, man, shanking up the chicken. Like, phone check, nigga, phone check. What about when they jumped the little kid into the gang? Like,
Cops got
he's like, B, you got to A, you got to A, you got to get out the game, get out the Classic. Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Ashtray. The chick's name was Dashiki. It's Swahili for doggy style.
So many kids.
Like, yo, she had more kids than Miss Wayne's. Damn.
Hot sauce and toast.
Man. Oh, man. He's like, start melting the cheese on him.
That's the baby's food.
Playing with the hot dogs. Like, nah, that's baby food right there, boy.
Alright, motherfucker. Just get it on.
So many
I
moments.
can get a little free.
Low dog at his finest.
I just wear these things.
Yo, check out all these movies on my top 10. My list was, as the kids say nowadays, it was lit. All right, and if growing up back in the day, these movies right here was a lot. Yeah, definitely. I can watch these movies every day of the year type shit. All of them classics. But anyway, that was my top 10 favorite comedy films of all time. JD, D, they got theirs, but obviously you already know what the best is. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, peace.